What's up, everybody? Here in the original shop, episode 5 of building Satoshi Woodworks' new shop. So, big news today. We'll go outside and see what they've done. Done a ton of stuff outside. Some of it's noticeable, some of it's not, but I'll show you all that here shortly. And then we'll track over the next week to discuss what's happening next. First and foremost today, power. So this is the new main panel. We've upgraded from the street to 200 amps for the entire property, and a 40 amp panel here for the home. But the key here is a couple things. One, now we're up to code. We have 100 more amps, so 200 amps to the total property. We're going to be sending 100 amps of it out there to the new shop. And what's really exciting is now this is entirely up to code. Wiring is separated into correct circuits. But the big exciting thing for us is this right here, this 100 amp breaker sub panel. This will get installed out there, and I'll show you where it's going to go for the dedicated power for the shop. Also, full panel, full home surge protector. Very exciting. But 200 amp breaker, 200 amps, 100 amps to the shop. Very, very exciting. So they came and did this. They did a new weather head up on the roof, and they also did a new meter pack with an external emergency throw switch to turn off the entire property. And then obviously, as needed, for instance, if I go out of town or something, I can come in here and flip this 100 amp breaker. Right now it's off, but I could flip it. If we're on, I can flip it off. And that way we would eliminate power going to the shop, and that whole side of the shop would be completely off. And I wouldn't have to worry about fire safety if I'm not here at the shop to watch it. Dogs are excited. Anyway, one new thing for the outdoor kitchen. New Blackstone. Got this on sale. Costco, what up? And now we are using it. It's awesome. It's going to go, once this is all framed out and decided, it'll go right here. We'll put in, probably just for the temporary, this little cedar outdoor bar. We'll go there, have a nice little outdoor grilling space. Anyway, let's go inside the shop. As you can see, we've done all of the plywood is complete. I think we showed you that last time. We've done a few things in here, and I want to show you where we're going to be planning on putting some stuff. This is now all framed out. Here's the aperture for where the doorway is going to go into the new shop, or out of the old shop into the new shop. So that's very, very exciting. There'll be obviously a threshold here as it goes through, and they'll cut that out when they install the door and all that kind of stuff. And they're going to try and make it as flat as possible, so big tools can get over that easily. Filled in some more plywood here, and then a big thing up top if they've done a bunch of the roof things. So as you can see here, they've plywooded everything out. They're going to cap this when they do siding and that kind of stuff. That'll get capped and then direct rainwater down here. But they put temporary, I put some little shingles up here, but underneath that weather cover, so now no more tarp, they've built a structure that actually connects the roof line here into the roof line, because this used to be a roof that was pitched down, and they cut it off flat and then built a substructure under there to support the new roof. And yeah, it's looking good. So now we have some kind of asphalty tile thing going on, make sure we have coverage for rain. But very exciting. So the next step for us here is going to be trusses and windows. We're going to box in the actual shop. Windows should come in about a week and a half. I think that maybe doors too. I know windows are coming, so that'll be those two up there, these two big ones, and then that picture window there. Hopefully this door will be here soon, and we'll have this all boxed in. And then we heard from they finished the engineering on the trusses. Now they're doing manufacturing, knocking those out. So that'll be the next thing, is getting the trusses up. We're ready for that work to start. I don't know when that's going to start, whenever the trusses arrive. And once the trusses go on, they can start doing roofing. And then once we're roofed, we're actually going to connect the two shops, and then we'll start doing electrical. So electrical plan, I've gone back and forth. We're going to do, once everything's boxed in, our electrician, the guy who's done a bunch of work in that shop, is going to come out here and we're going to lay things out. Hi, Baker. What do you think? Is start laying out where things are going to go. I know we're going to do a 110 outlet here, 110 and 240 along this stretch, 110s and 240s here, probably two sets of 110 and then one 240. Similarly here, back wall is going to be two 240s and probably two 110 groups. And then along this wall will be three. So there'll be 110 in there, 110, 240, 110, 240 here, and that should be sufficient power. We're also going to put on the actual trusses, probably on the center line here, 2 110s in the ceiling for air filtration. So we're going to move those 2 air filters from there into here so that they can circulate and pull and clean the air, make it nice and fresh in here. But that's very exciting. Once we have the trusses up too, I think the windows, when those are delivered, they're probably also going to deliver the skylights. There's going to be 4 skylights right here as well. So they've been just knocking out little things as the power's been out today and some parts of yesterday. So the contractor hasn't been able to do much work because they don't have access to their power tools. And we're waiting on the trusses to come in. That's really the next step. They've just been kind of knocking out little things as they can get there, but they weren't even here today. I don't know that they'll be here tomorrow. But that's the progress. So we'll update you next week. Stay tuned. In the same series here, I'll be back after the weekend. What's up, everybody? Back after a few weeks, about a week and a half. I was out of town for a birthday celebration, which is great. But now we're back, and some more changes and some more updates to the shop build. First and foremost, is what's behind me here. So a few updates. One, trusses are delayed a little bit, I guess, which stinks, but there's lots of other stuff to be done. You can see they're filling in more gravel here, but also the windows and doors, both the fire door, which is going over there, main door, Doug fir doors, and then the windows all here, these 2, and there's 1 over there, obviously, and then those high ones. Those are all coming in on Monday. So we are gonna probably, hopefully, installing next week, connecting the 2 shops and putting in a lockable fire door there, and then next week we'll start putting in windows and possibly this door. This door may be taking a little while, but as long as we have that with a lock on it, that'll be close to the elements and be good, and we start putting in windows. Also, this. So they're gonna start laying out the kind of mini deck. You have to have a certain amount of swings, since the doors need to open out, or no, they open in, but we need access to the doors. And we're going to be doing a small little step down here. It's going to be a 36-inch deep by about 8-foot wide little mini deck, and then probably 2 or 3 stair treads that come down. This is a form for a concrete pad to support the stairs, and so this is going to be going on, probably pour tomorrow, get everything squared away and filled. They have, you see, some structure for the actual stair treads and stair stringers, I guess they're called. I don't know, I'm not a contractor. So anywho, that's what we're doing here. That'll be happening over the next few days, and then they're going to start doing the doors and windows. And so if we're still waiting for the trusses, they may actually start with Tyvek and the sheathing, and the sheathing's on, excuse me, the vapor barriers, and then start with the siding on the sides here. But yeah, this could be a Trex deck. Definitely do Trex here in the Northwest, unless you want to spend a ton of money on clear cedar. This is kind of the way to go. So picked out a Trex color that kind of matches the main house, so that should be really nice. Excited to see that coming. So anyway, I'll check in with the next update here in a few days and let you know where we're at. Thanks so much for following along. Thanks for all the support as always, and I will catch you tomorrow on the shop build.